And good morning. Welcome to Community Voice. Today is Wednesday, November 29th. I'm your host, Josh Engel, and today we have Southwire's Project Gift in studio with us today. The one and only Kristian Whittington, the director of Giving Back.
The one and only.
Yeah. Anything smart I say at her, she gives it right back to me. We got Kristian Whittington as well as Stefanie Anderson. She is a senior specialist leading Project Gift, and she's very much the boss lady. So we're very, very excited to have him in studio with us today. We are live streaming currently on our WLBB Facebook page. So if you have any questions or comments for our guests, feel free to hop on there, and I'd be happy to read those out to them. Toys for Tots is coming up. It's just around the corner, December 7th and 8th from 7 to 7 at the Walmart Supercenter parking lot right here in Carrollton. I'm so glad that doesn't change. One, it's a perfect spot for it, but two, I don't want to get it mixed up and say the wrong thing. So yes, it's December 7th and 8th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Right at the Walmart Supercenter in Carrollton. So again, we are on the live stream on WLBB's Facebook page. So again, if you have any questions or comments, just throw those out to us. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Oh, close.
There we go.
Great.
Am I close enough?
Fantastic. That's
She's
great.
very tall, so you have to adjust a little bit.
Got to mount the mic from the ceiling. Yeah. Let's get right into it. Let's do for folks who might not be aware of you. I feel like after so many programs, Kristian, everyone knows everything about you. But if you could give us a bio, tell us a bit about you.
Bio. Let me be short and sweet.
Start from your earliest recorded memory.
From childhood.
Yes.
I'm going to start with birth.
Yeah.
I barely remember. No, I'm just kidding. I have been at Southwire for about 12 years now. A little bit of a mix in roles, but I would say over the last 8 years, primarily tied to giving back in some way. Project Gift, Power Fund, all the things that we do. So, love all of that. And I actually live out in Villa Rica, Georgia, so not in Carrollton, but I feel like I'm in Carrollton every day anyway. So love this area, and my family loves this area. I've got 2 kids. So I've got a 14-year-old and an almost 5-year-old. We're 2 weeks from 5. So, yeah, that's me.
Such precious kids,
Such precious kids.
Unbelievable.
When they want to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah. As with any kid.
Yeah. Stefanie Anderson, Senior Specialist leading Project Gift. I believe this will be your first year running the show at Project Gift, but you've been working with Project Gift now for many years.
Yeah, so I've been on the Giving Back team with Kristian for almost 2 years now, helping with our short-term Power Fund program, and now transitioning over to Project Gift. So I get to help with coordinating and doing all of the events. So I'm currently living in Roopville. So again, with Kristian, just feel like it all bleeds over, and we all live in Carrollton. But I have 3 boys, so 6 and twin 4-year-olds. So I stay busy with Kristian and with all the kids. So.
Yeah. And sometimes you guys are the most kid-like of all of the kids mentioned. So that's great. I mean,
at least you know that.
It's a win-win.
We have a good time.
Absolutely. So let's talk about Toys for Tots. If we could, feel free either to take this question, the partnership between Toys for Tots and Southwire. I mean, this is a long-standing thing. Most folks that are tuning in right now stop by every year to drop off some new unwrapped toys. Thank you all for the participation over the years. Could we speak a bit to the history of this partnership?
Yeah, so I can take that, the oldie in the room. We were doing some calculations. We were working on announcing this year's drive. And so it's been 20 years. We've been working with Toys for Tots in Carroll County in the West Georgia area for 20 years now, which is incredible. So one of the Southwire team members, still at Southwire, but at a facility up in Bremen, Indiana now. I think about Matt Cairns, he's a Marine that served, and then of course came into Southwire, was very passionate about Toys for Tots. I just remember seeing him out. He would come in his dress, in his dress blues, and it was so cool to have him out there just supporting that effort. And of course people want to come and be a part of that. So I remember I have memories of that from my early Southwire days. We worked with a local coordinator. I don't know if you ever met Carlos Baker. He's no longer with us, but he was just incredible heart for this community and for taking care of kids, and was passionate about serving. And he and Matt did that work together for a long time. I mean, it was just them, So, I mean, I've watched it over the years pass hands. The volunteers that have it now, also very close to us. We have Southwire team members that take vacation time to go and do this work. I think about them, Belinda and Ricky and the Hayes family, and their now son-in-law Garrett. They're all just so passionate about it. So I think for me, I love seeing that, just because that's who we are too. We'll just get in the dirt and do whatever we got to do, and take the extra time. And so it's cool to work with people that care so much and do so much in this community. And then they'll partner a lot of times with other Toys for Tots chapters if they need to. If there's a need that didn't get met there, that we've already met our need, they'll work with those chapters to make sure that it's happening no matter where, so that no child goes without Christmas if we can help it. So, and it's a major logistical undertaking. I mean, every year, I mean, and I know we'll be talking about this more in detail here shortly, but every year, you bring out a couple of tractor trailers. Sometimes you need another one just to be sure to get all the toys that are dropped off by the local community, that hear the beating of the drum, that come out, bring some toys to try to help our local community. Could you speak a bit to last year's Toys for Tots, just to kind of get an idea how that turned out? You feel comfortable? Throw it at her. She's brand new to taking Project Gift.
She was definitely bossing me around.
She's been in the world of Power Fund and 12 for Life for the last 2 years. So.
Absolutely. So kind of let us know how it turned out.
I can speak to some of it, but maybe from the logistics and the toy shopping, I'd love to get into that discussion too, because she was a big part of coordinating that last year as well. But we collected more than 6,500 toys last year. Wow. So incredible turnout. To my knowledge, at least in the time that I've been connected with it, that's the most we've ever collected.
That's amazing.
So this community does that, right? I mean, you've seen it with other nonprofits. We see it throughout the year with the other events that we do. This community shows up, and they show out every single time. If we have disaster relief, they show up. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like we've seen that with this toy drive as well. Year after year, the community just comes. If they can't go shop, they bring us dollars, and we go shop for them. And last year was no different. Actually, they really showed out. So
Stefanie, so you handled the with the money that's donated. I love that. I mean, I think that's such a cool thing, because some people, I mean, you do make it as convenient as possible, trying to set up in Walmart so that you could just run into the store, grab some toys, drop them off. But some people, maybe they don't live nearby, they're just passing through, so they can drop off some monies or make a donation, via card or however, and then that money is taken 100% and is put towards buying new and unwrapped toys for kids. Stefanie, you managed that last year. What's that process like? So everybody brings the monies. I mean, where do you go first? I mean,
so last year we went to Target first, and we actually will take some of our 12 for Life students, and they will go shopping with us. So they get kind of like that supermarket spree. They go to the cart and scoop all the toys in there, and then they go up to the register, and it's just a lot of fun for them. So we start at Target. We're doing the same again this year, and then we will do Walmart with another group of students at the second half of the day. So that's part of the money that we collect is used to go to these stores and fill these buggies and get up to that dollar amount that we need to spend that's been donated. But we also have boxes right now in all of our facilities in the West Georgia area, and we will have all of those delivered the Thursday and Friday. They'll be kind of peppered in to add to the toys in the trailers, in addition to what we shop for and what's dropped off by the community.
So in addition to what you buy with the donated money and what is dropped off, which is so many toys, 6,500 last year, on top of that, you have collection boxes at the local facilities.
Yeah, at our sites, so that our team members throughout the month of November can bring in their contributions.
Do you ever think that Southwire employees, like within departments, develop like a competitive edge? They're like trying to be the facility that brings more toys?
So my favorite story, yes. First, yes, let me say yes. But my favorite story in the years that we've done this, we had two leaders in our ITS department information technology systems. Just in case.
That's what a director says, right?
How about that? But they both went head to head and said, okay, well, we'll see whose team brings the most toys in, and whichever team wins, I'm going to match what is brought in. Like, as a leader, not Southwire, but me. And I mean, if you could have seen, we had to get extra boxes to carry everything out, because it was like, okay, well, I really want to see these guys pony up, because now they've made the commitment, and they did. I mean, it was awesome. So that's
cool.
The kind of stuff, like, we didn't do anything to inspire that. They just knew about the cause and wanted to support it, and knew that it would drive a little bit of healthy competition between the two teams. So.
Healthy competition.
Yeah.
And it all lends toward fueling that spark that permeates this county, whether it be, as we mentioned, other nonprofit collection drives or whatnot, but within Southwire itself. I love that that's sort of baked into the culture, giving back, taking care of your local community. Time is 8:41. We're going to go and take our first commercial break, but when we come back, we will continue our conversation with Senior Specialist leading Project Gift, Stefanie Anderson, and Director of Giving Back, Kristian Whittington, as we chat about the upcoming Toys for Tots collection drive, December 7th and 8th, 7 to 7, over at the Walmart Super Center. Community Voice brought to you by Tanner Health System and Oak Mountain Academy.
The World Language Scholar Journey at Oak Mountain Academy is designed to provide students with a clearly defined, curriculum-based track to acquire essential knowledge and skills for success in biliteracy fields of study. The successful completion of this journey provides colleges with a method to recognize a rigorous foreign language immersion experience for all students at Oak Mountain Academy. I'm Patrick Uran, head of school, inviting you to journey with us on the mountain. For more information, visit us at oakmountain.us. Discover your journey at OMA. Prepare, explore, and achieve.
Health is a journey. It's making better choices, even when it's not easy. It's taking care of yourself and the people you love. At Tanner Health System, we're there for you with every step, with primary care, heart care, cancer care, women's care, orthopedics, surgical services, and so much more. We're dedicated to helping you live and feel your best. So let's get on that journey to health. You've got places to be for many years to come. Find us at tanner.org.
And we're back to Community Voice. Today is Wednesday, November 29th. I'm your host, Josh Engel. Today we have Southwire's Project Gift in studio with us today, Director of Giving Back, Kristian Whittington, and Senior Specialist leading Project Gift, Stefanie Anderson. We're chatting about the upcoming Toys for Tots collection drive in partnership with Southwire's Project Gift and the Marine Corps' Toys for Tots, coming up December 7th and 8th. From 7 to 7, I mean, all the 7s, it makes it easy to remember. December 7th and 8th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. right up the street at Walmart Super Center. We are live streaming on our WLBB Facebook page, so if you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw those in for our guests while we have the conversation going. Kristian, don't laugh when I wink at the camera.
It is adorable, actually.
Thank you. I do what I can. So we had an opportunity to catch up on last year's event. It was definitely a blowout. Mm-hmm. Let's talk logistics for this year. Stefanie, let's talk about what folks can expect. Well, first, give us the deets, when, where, and how, and then let's talk logistics, what people need to know before they show up, and then, of course, we can talk about what age range is, what kind of toys that Project Gift and Toys for Tots is looking for.
Okay, so you've already hit on it. It's next Thursday and Friday, the 7th and the 8th from 7 to 7. So we need about a $10 price point, new unwrapped toys. We have actually been told by Toys for Tots that the age ranges that are most commonly overlooked are the small children, so 0 to 1 year, and then about 16 plus. So just the ends of the spectrum are most commonly overlooked. So those are the ages that we're encouraging people to shop for. What were the other questions?
So we have the so that's the dates and the toys that you were needing. Pretty much they'll a $10 price point is to keep it from getting too uneven.
Yeah, don't
correct?
get crazy. We don't need bikes from everybody.
People bring a lot of bikes.
I got real excited.
I didn't mean to do that. People bring a lot of. I just remember. See, I'm always out there. So last year and the year before, I mean, it's wild to see how many bicycles people bring, and then there's the need for helmets because you can't logistically hand out a bike without a helmet, and then the kid gets hurt. So no bikes. Or some bikes.
No, bikes are fine.
Oh, bring bikes.
Just
Just bring
extremely
anything.
generous. We'll accept.
We don't turn it down.
anything.
You don't turn it down. Okay, so all right.
Well, because I think too, it's 10 is it's almost both ways, right? Because you also don't want everything from a dollar store, because we want these kids to have what your kids would have, right? When you get that Christmas morning, I don't want to just open a Dollar Tree item that might break on the very first morning. Let's give them what we would give to our children so they can have the same kind of Christmas. So when they show up at school on that next, whatever that next day is, they go back to school, they can have comparing stories, and it's not, oh, well, that's cool that you got that, but
our memories of Care Bears and Light Brights.
that's it.
They get to have that
Oh
magic
my
now.
gosh, I'm getting my son a Light Bright this year.
Are you really?
Yes.
That is
I gotta
so
go throwback,
cool.
right?
Get him a
I
glowworm
hope he's
too.
not listening to.
Oh, well, yeah, fair.
No, he's not. He's not.
He's at school.
Yeah, this would bore him. But now toys, though, not so much. That would excite him. So I thank you for kind of hitting that. There's an emphasis. Every year those age ranges in the midst, but between 1 to 16 typically get hit. But we need to try to remember to hit 0 to 1 and 16 plus. If we could, let's talk. So just as far as the layout goes. So let's say I'm going to show up with some toys. What do I need to keep in mind, and how does the process go?
So when you pull up to Walmart, we'll obviously have our big semi-trailer trucks out there with the Project Gift logo on there. But you'll pull up, and it is more of a drive-by process still. So it's going to be cold outside. We don't want you to have to get out, and we're trying to make this as easy as possible for everyone. So you'll pull up, you can roll down your window, unlock your doors, pop your trunk, whatever you need to do, and our volunteers will get your donations from you, and then we'll sort it and put it on the truck.
That's great. So you don't even have to get out of the car.
No.
That's
Easy
fantastic.
peasy.
Easy peasy. So the trucks are typically set up across from Moe's over there.
Yeah.
Just kind of down that end. Okay, and there's usually, some big Steve Braddock balloons that are blowing in the air. So just look for the big red or green balloons. I also think you have some special guests coming. I heard the Grinch might show up, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, the Grinch.
Maybe even Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. We might have a throwback of a Southwire.
Yo, ooh.
Little Roger Romex action.
Interesting.
See?
Interesting little mascot action.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Gotta make it exciting for the kiddos.
Yeah, always. The adults come by dropping off toys. Like, what is that? So it's something for the kids too. To keep them entertained as you're waiting in the line, which will go very quickly.
It does.
It is. How many Southwire volunteers do you typically have out there?
So we have each day, we have 7 shifts, and every single one currently right now is maxed out, with about 8 team members helping out every hour or every other hour. So we split it up into hour and 2 hour shifts, hour around lunchtime or an hour after work hours, just to make it a little bit easier for people to be able to participate, because that is kind of a commitment. 2 hours if you have a family and you're trying to cook and do all the things around the holidays. But yeah, we have had a tremendous response from everyone at Southwire wanting to help out.
That competitive edge we were talking about in the first segment, that carries over, because when you're on site, you see, team members trying to outdo each other, unloading vehicles, and there's always such a great turnout. There often you'll have schools and businesses, which is an encouragement to local businesses. Yeah. Collect some toys and drop them off, because it's a great opportunity to do some good in the community and support Project Gift's good work and Toys for Tots good work. So you don't have to get out of the car; you just pull up, and then they can get the toys out. They put them on the truck. Now, what about donations? Like, what kind of if I wanted to make a donation, how could I do that?
So we are accepting cash donations and check donations. We'll be able to provide you a receipt if you need that. But we will be accepting those on site.
That's great. So that's a tax-deductible receipt,
Yes,
which is
correct.
a great incentive to
Yes.
an additional incentive to give.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now-
We also have a partnership with the Community Foundation of West Georgia, so that if people do want to give online, like we don't have a credit card swiper on site, but we can work through their website, and you can give to Project Gift and put Toys for Tots or Toy Drive in the memo to make sure it goes to the right place. So we do have an online option as well, thanks to that organization.
Thanks
So,
for having me.
Awesome. So, just while I'm thinking about it, I always ask this to myself each year, and I can't remember if we've actually discussed it. So as we mentioned, around the $10 mark, but bicycles are welcome. Bicycles are welcome. It'd be cool if there could be a helmet too, just for safety's sake. But people are going to be bringing helmets, so those are all very much appreciated and welcome. But this year, as you mentioned, often the age range is 0 to 1 and 16 plus. They're often not as targeted by the gifters. So 0 to 1, that's pretty straightforward. Baby toys. And it usually says on the box, this is fine from up to 1 year old. Now 16 plus, so these are teenagers.
Yeah, it's tough.
So Christian, could you speak a bit to that? Both of you, really, like items that you have seen people bring that go over well. It's an odd range, right?
So when we go shopping with our 12 for Life students, I'll see them put in like cologne kits, or for the girls you get purses or anything
compacts
like that.
Or something.
Yeah, so you have to get out of that toy mindset of like, okay, put yourself back as a teenager. You're 16 years old. What are the things that you were into? You want to smell good. You want to have, some nice things to walk around. Accessories, yeah.
Just double fist and Axe body spray. Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
More middle school maybe, but
yeah, gelling my tips up. Yeah, but that's teenagers aren't necessarily looking for toys, but this is something that they can enjoy and utilize. What would you want if you were 16 years old?
Exactly.
And it's a tough spot to be in too, because I know we've talked before. Okay, this is also the age where they want anything electronic, right? But we have to be so careful about getting things like that. If it requires a plan, well, they may not be able to pay for said plan. If it requires additional, batteries
parts
and stuff like
pieces
parts,
yes.
all of that, we have to think through that to say, is it something that they could continue to use once they get it? So I know that's a big piece for Toys for Tots as well.
Time is 8:51. We're going to go and take our second commercial break. But when we come back, we'll wrap up our conversation with Director of Giving Back, Kristian Whittington, and Senior Specialist leading Project Gift, Stefanie Anderson of Southwire's Project Gift, as we discuss the upcoming Toys for Tots collection drive December 7th and 8th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Walmart Supercenter right here in Carrollton. Community Voice, brought to you by Tanner Health System and Oak Mountain Academy.
The Entrepreneur Scholar Journey at Oak Mountain Academy is designed to provide students with a clearly defined curriculum-based track to acquire essential knowledge and skills for success in business and leadership. Critical areas include identifying entrepreneurial characteristics, selecting a value position, and business model development. I'm Patrick Uran, head of school, inviting you to journey with us on the mountain. For more information, visit us at oakmountain.us. Discover your journey at OMA. Prepare, explore, and achieve.
Health is a journey. It's making better choices, even when it's not easy. It's taking care of yourself and the people you love. At Tanner Health System, we're there for you with every step, with primary care, heart care, cancer care, women's care, orthopedics, surgical services, and so much more. We're dedicated to helping you live and feel your best. So let's get on that journey to health. You've got places to be for many years to come. Find us at tanner.org.
And we're back to Community Voice. Today is Wednesday, November 29th. I'm your host, Josh Engel, and we have Southwire's Project Gift in studio with us today. We have Kristian Whittington, Director of Giving Back, and Stefanie Anderson, Senior Specialist leading Project Gift. Toys for Tots is coming up very soon, next Thursday and Friday, I believe, December 7th and 8th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Of course, as always, Graddick Communications will be out there with a remote the entire time, beating the drum, trying to inspire our local community as if they need it. They're always so giving, to inspire folks to drop by and drop off a new unwrapped gift, ages 0 to 16 plus, really. So we are live streaming on our WLBB Facebook page. So if you have any last minute questions or comments about the event, I'd be happy to read those out to our guests. So let's talk sponsors. Project Gift is a nonprofit. Of course, gets a lot of support from Southwire Corporate, but other businesses and other organizations have stepped up to partner and support the good work of Project Gift. Could we give them some love? Stefanie, who are some of the sponsors that have stepped up and helped make this possible?
Yeah, so we're partnered with the University of West Georgia, Med Impact, 316 Healthcare, Serve Pro, of course, Graddick Communications, Hart and Phoenix Wood Products, Tysinger Vance, West Georgia Technical College, and Times Georgian.
So often the businesses that stand up, yeah. Sorry. Shout out to Dr. Key. Dr. Key, if you're watching, Love that. I mean, all the businesses represented, but I always love seeing 316, healthcare popping up around. They're always supporting good stuff.
Absolutely.
But yeah, all of these organizations, some of them multi-year sponsors of the good work of Project Gift, they make all this possible. I imagine that often, sometimes these sponsors drop off gifts themselves.
They do, which I think is a really neat thing as well, that they come alongside us with a monetary gift, but then they also roll up with a truck and it's full, or a pickup, I love seeing Tanner Grocery. Sometimes they'll just show up with a box truck.
Shout out to Johnny Tanner.
Yeah. Which, I mean, anytime we see that truck coming, we're like, there they are. So, we see trailers and they pull behind and drop a whole load of things. Our volunteers love that, because then it's, okay, set up the assembly line.
Let's
go.
Jazzed.
Yeah,
get some jazz.
It's great. University of West Georgia, they're actually collecting toys right now as part of their, I'm going to say it wrong, but the Winter West. The Winter West right now, right? Is that what it's called?
There you go.
Look at me.
Play on Fest, Winter West.
Yeah.
I got it. I get it.
There we go.
So they're collecting toys now, and they'll bring those during the drive as well. So
that's fantastic. And I mean, just from this end, the Southwire's perspective, it's great to see these organizations do that, because it kind of becomes, as with Southwire, there's this fun competitive edge. Everyone knows they're doing something good, and it's just really, it's just really invigorating to the volunteers that are there on site, and it's a great team building exercise for businesses and organizations that do that. So if we could, I know we covered this earlier, but for folks who may be tuning in, we only have, about 3 minutes left. If you could, Stefanie, kind of one more time lay out the details: when, where, what, and how about next week's event.
All right, so next Thursday and Friday, the 7th and the 8th, all the 7s, from 7 to 7, you can stop by Walmart Supercenter over there on South Park Street. The semi-tractor trailers, Project Gift, you cannot miss it. We will be right over there in the corner. We'll have those Gradic Communications balloons floating up in the air.
Just getting tangled with each other.
There you go. And you can just come by. If you have a donation, you can go ahead and pop your trunk. We will get it out of the car. You don't even have to get out. Or you can come by, park, go into Walmart, get some toys, bring them by. Easy peasy. If you do not have time to shop, we have the online giving option, but we also will be accepting cash and check donations on site as well.
Do you have any last-minute message for the West Georgia, East Alabama listeners?
Thank you for all your support that you've done in years past, and we know that you'll give us the same love that you do every single year. So, looking forward to it.
Love it. Same, Christian. We only have about 2 minutes left. If you could, do you have any message for our listeners?
Well, a couple of things. So one, I would say keep up with us on social media. So follow Southwire. We're going to continue just to remind people that it's coming, update you about the drive as it's happening. Of course, be tuning in to all the Gradic stations as well, because they're going to be out there with us, just so you can hear our toy collection continue to grow. We cannot wait to get into that second tractor trailer. But if you need to get in touch with us directly to ask questions, you can always email us at project.gift@southwire.com, or you can hit us up on social. We'll respond that way as well. So just want to make sure that we say thank you as well to everybody that has already given, and we can't wait to see you guys out there. Help us hit 5,000 toys. We know you will. So
5,000 toys. We can
go.
do it.
Yeah.
Probably end up with even more.
I hope so.
Toys for Tots next Thursday, Friday, 7th and 8th, December 7th and 8th, from 7 to 7, right at the Walmart Supercenter. Christian, Stefanie, what a blast. Thank you guys for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
And thank you for Jinx.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.